Today, from Seattle, Washington, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks taking on Jared Goff and the Los Angeles Rams.
It is loud and it is wet as we welcome you inside Lumen Field on your standard rain-filled afternoon in Seattle, Washington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. It's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Rams, it's been a lost first month of the season, that's for sure, as they come in with an 0-4 record.
And the window's not shut on them, though. They still have a chance to make something out of this season, but it has to start right now.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
When I was watching film this week, I had to write a note to myself. 3 touchdown passes in an NFL game deserves respect, not ho-hum just because they throw it around all the time, and he got his respect. NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, it's the ultimate vote of confidence from a week ago. Hey, look, he was great, not his best game ever, but obviously was very good to garner that award. All the talk this week, though, was about let's take that forward now.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Out come the Rams, and at the controls, the former Cal Bear standing at 6'4", quarterback Jared Goff.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
The Rams ball carrier.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Cam Akers, the ball carrier.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. That catch good for only a couple.
It's 2nd and 8 on the Seahawks 21.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff, completion here to Claypool.
Complete to Chase Claypool.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The score, Rams 3, Seahawks nothing.
It'll continue to be interesting in these wet conditions how these kickers fare, but first test, passed.
And how about how the special teams unit handled that? A lot of concentration to make sure the ball didn't slip through his fingers. After the snap, got it down and let him pop it through the posts.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. Let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
The numbers on the ground for Carson last week, 14 carries, 84 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's been a touchdown machine for this season. He's #1 in the league in rushing touchdowns. So that has to help the entire offense as a whole. Play-action passes, other people have a chance to touch the football because if you're a defense, you absolutely have to key on him.
The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 3rd down.
And 6 yards to go.
Here's Carson. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And a short gain down to about the 33.
He was brought down by
a tackle there by John Johnson.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Wilson. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He starts with a give to Akers. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. From the 30 on 2nd down, Goff. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
taken down at the 40.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were two things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Now gone. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Chris Carson on the carry.
There to make the tackle, Samson Ebukam. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Steps away. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
Holding offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Play action. Now Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this throw will be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Intercepted by the Rams.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. After the interception, here's Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers.
Cam Akers, the ball carrier.
Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, L.A. Chase Claypool, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Brought down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 25-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Now he'll let it go on the run, deep left side. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 28, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Goff. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Goff on 1st down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Akers. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Ball carrier. Diggs on
the final shot before break here. Goff. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston, where it was the visiting Niners who are able to come away with the road victory. 16-14 was the final score. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting New Orleans Saints. 31-21, the final score. Finally, let's get to the desert to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars. 20-14, the final score. In our game has been Russell Wilson, who was dynamic, as usual, in that first half. His guys have the lead, as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A second down completion got them 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Goff now to throw. Catch made here by Campbell. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Complete to Paris Campbell.
The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
First down, Rams.
Now Goff on first down. That'll be caught at Steven Sims. And out across midfield down to the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
To number 48.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And the Rams first down.
They'll run this with Akers. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. At the 32.
Out of the gun. Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
First down, Rams.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Right side, Claypool's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Number 11.
Chase Claypool. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Rams are once again going to retake the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. So with the 3 interceptions, how does he erase those from his mind and just focus on this drive?
I think he may need some help from the coaching staff. Maybe the offensive coordinator says, okay, let's do a few of the shorter throws, quick rhythm throws where the ball's out of his hand quickly into a receiver before the defense can react. Maybe not take so many shots downfield, just in case. Get your confidence back up, and then later on, you expand the targets again.
The KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid.
I love it. I love it.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down.
The 47-yard line.
Now it's Carson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Play action. It's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Wilson to throw. Rolling to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. The quick slant caught. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Will Dissly, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Carson. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. He tried to get the nose of the football across to no avail, and now it's 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
An 18-yard attempt.
The field goal ties it, but you're down here knocking on the door. What are you doing?
Did you hear the way you just said that?
Kind of.
Yeah.
With hesitance?
Yes, that means you don't want to kick the field goal, and I don't think they do either. They need to go ahead and get these points now and get an advantage and not tie it up. It'll feel like a big disappointment if they just kick the field goal right here.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. Now a 1st down throw. Gone. Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Jamal Adams there on the tackle.
They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run. Yeah,
I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then?
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. In a tie game 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
From the gun, here's Goff. Open man here, Sims, complete.
Complete to Stevenson.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First down, Los Angeles.
Goff now looks to throw. The throw taken in by Sims. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. On first down, Goff. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the 50, it's Goff. Completion here to Claypool. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And that is incomplete. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They run again with Carson. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. This is Carson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Seahawks, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for L.A., the calendar changed. October didn't help as they dropped to 0-5 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is